I'm gonna be real with you all. I really want to buy Gen 4 Remakes. Torterra is my favorite Pokemon, Sinnoh is my favorite region, obviously Cynthia is the best champion, and Team Galactic Commander theme is probably one of the best songs in the entire series. I've wanted Gen 4 Remakes ever since Gen 6. Back when Oris came out, there was such potential. Oris was great with new Megas in the Deoxys event, but it's been a downhill slope ever since. And even though I grew up with Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, and would have without hesitation bought a remake for $60, it doesn't matter how much nostalgia Game Freak tries to shoot directly into our veins, I'm worried that they won't be good games. Because look at the generation they will be remade in. Gen fucking 8 with Sword and Shield. If they're bad, I'm not getting them, and it just saddens me because I really want them to be good. So here's a list of hope for these inevitable remakes, so that we can all celebrate, and hopefully the series can be redeemed. 1. National Dex. Literally, if there's no National Dex, there's no point in playing the game. I still don't understand why anyone defends or likes Sword and Shield under the same principle. The series is about catching them all, and if you can't, what's the point? I've been playing a lot of Renegade Platinum and Sacred Gold, these ROM hacks lately, right? And these hacks have the National Dex available from the very beginning, allowing your teams to have a lot of variety through your playthrough. While I don't expect that from Game Freak, it would be really cool if they actually enhanced Sinnoh's regional Dex too, to include Pokemon from Gen 5 onward. But it's amazing that we live in a world where we have to hope that they even put in the National Dex at all in the game in the first place. New Megas. When Oris came out, I was so happy that Sceptile, Blaziken, and Swampert got Megas, along with the other great Hoenn Pokemon like Salamence. But obviously my favorite Pokemon is Torterra, and I expected that in the Oris era, all starters would inevitably get Megas in the future. No new Megas were in Gen 7, which was upsetting, but it wasn't the end of the world, and in Gen 8 they scrapped it entirely for Dynamax, which is an inferior gameplay mechanic, and just horseshit because bigger doesn't mean better. If Sinnoh starters never get a Mega, we're obviously cheated out of them, and I think that sucks, but I think they should obviously get them in their own remakes, and I think the Johto starters should get Megas as well, to reference the Johto remakes Heart Gold and Soul Silver being in the 4th generation. And then Megas for Pokemon like Magmortar and Electivire would be awesome as well. They need to maintain the additional features of the original games, and by this I mean the Battle Frontier and the Underground. No, the Battle Frontier is closed bullshit, and no, the Underground Cave is caved in excuses. We need a fully fledged battle area that isn't half-assed like the Battle Maison, and the Underground was a big part of Gen 4's identity. And it also made getting fossils and stones pretty easy to do. Like, the Underground was a really fun time. With the Switch having multiplayer, with Switch Online, the Underground and even a competitive multiplayer Battle Frontier have even more potential than they ever have before in other games. And they better not fuck it up, because there's a lot of potential there. They need to fix the 3D models. Yeah, we need high quality animations from the biggest media franchise on Earth, but we also need some more life and soul put into the fucking game. The sprites had life, and the 3D models are literally sucked out of it. Their colors look so drained. Look at any comparison between a sprite and a 3D model of your favorite Pokemon, and the colors are just off, and the personality isn't there. I hope they at least give this some attention. They probably won't fix it for all, however many hundred there are. They could at least fix a few of them. They need to maintain some difficulty. I really don't have anything to say about this. Let's Go's Elite Four only had 3 moves on each of their mons. Please God, give some respect to the fans and make the games not be brainless. It doesn't need to be Renegade Platinum level difficulty, but it just shouldn't be like close your eyes and hit the win button. I'm not a big fan of regional forms. I would be if they were cool, like Pokemon Insurgents' Delta Pokemon, but most of Game Freak's so-called regional forms are abominations. A Alolan Golem and a Alolan Dugtrio are like actually hideous, and so far I think Alolan Ninetales and Sandslash are the only cool ones they've made so far. I don't really want Sinnoh forms to exist for even more Kanto Pokemon because they're only making regional forms for Kanto Pokemon. However, I think alternate forms for existing mons could be made cool through an idea I had called Distortion Forms. I hope that in the Diamond and Pearl remakes, the plot of Platinum is present to some degree, so you can actually go to the Distortion World to fight Giratina and Cyrus atop the Spear Pillar. The Distortion World has amazing potential in 3D. Like, if you think about it, more so than any other area in Pokemon, the Distortion World would be really cool in a 3D environment. And I hope they get that right. But in the Distortion world, they could add alternate forms for existing Pokemon that are now also part Ghost type, and have cursed but cool looking designs. They could even just make new Pokemon in the Distortion world, and I think that's a pretty cool area that they could explore a lot more. And in the remake, it might be pretty interesting. So that's all I got. I want the games to be good, but I'm honestly prepared for the worst after Sword and Shield killed my hopes for the franchise.